Hey everyone, welcome back to another Taekook One Shot. As always, hope you will enjoy it. This is going to be a dramatic one shot, please love it. The office was usually silent, unusually silent for that afternoon until Kim Taehyung's voice cut through the air like thunder. Taehyung, you like? You think I didn't see that? His voice echoes across the glass walls of the meeting room. The staff outside was hit slowly as if trying to disappear. Inside the employee named Wang stood there and shaking, clenching a file to his chest. Damn, you were staring at my husband like that during the meeting. Do you think I'm blind? Wang, sir, I was just saying, just what? Just trolling over him with the discussed contract. The air breathed Jungkook sitting beside the desk quietly. He started and he stood up quickly, placing a hand. Jungkook, hey, stop it, please. No, Jungkook, you crossed the line. I'm not tolerating that in company. Jungkook, he didn't say anything there. You are overreacting. Taehyung, overreacting? He was undressing you with his eyes. You didn't see how he looked at you, Jungkook. You're not being reasonable. This isn't the way to handle things. Then what's the way? To ignore it? To pretend it didn't happen? Then turned to Wang. His voice was sharp, low, dangerous. Then you're fired. Get out before I lose my mind. Wang's face trained off color. Wang, sir, please, then out. The man stumbled out of the room. The heavy silence was followed. Made Jungkook's stomach stared at Taehyung, was trembling. Jungkook, you didn't have to do that in front of everyone. Taehyung, I'll do whatever it takes to protect what's mine. Jungkook, you don't protect me by humiliating people. Taehyung, you just make yourself look cruel. Taehyung said, stop and think so. Now I'm cruel. Jungkook, when you lose your temper like that, yes. Taehyung, unbelievable. He laughed bitterly. I got angry because someone disrespected you and somehow I am the problem. Jungkook, you can't control everyone who look at me. You are not my god. You are my husband. Taehyung, and as your husband, I have every right to Jungkook to shout, to fire people, to make me feel like I have to apologize for other people's mistakes. Taehyung, you are defending him. Jungkook, I'm defending you from turning into someone you are not. The tension snapped like a string. Taehyung's jaw clenched, eyes burning. He turned away before he said anything he had regret. He would regret them. Go home, Jungkook. I don't want to talk about this anymore. Jungkook, fine, I'm going. The car ride home was silent. Jungkook's hands were cold on the steering wheel. Them stared out of the window, his reflection cold and distant. When they reached their house, them headed straight to the bedroom without a word. Jungkook followed quietly, heart heavy. Jungkook, hey, I said I don't want to talk. Jungkook, you can't just shut me out every time something goes wrong. Then what should I do? Sit here and listen to you defend some creep who stare at you? Jungkook, it's not about him, it's about us. You can't let anger control you. You think I enjoyed it? He turned around sharply. You think I like starting, I like losing control, Jungkook, then stop, Tae. I'm tired of seeing you destroy everything over your temper. Then you are tired of me, then, Jungkook, that's not what I said, then, but it's what you mean. The silence grew painful. Jungkook stared at him, heart racing. Thanks, pride, you can leave if you can't handle it. Jungkook froze, eyes softened, full of hurt. Jungkook, you don't mean it, Taehyung. Maybe I do. That broke something inside Jungkook. He nodded slowly, the lump in his throat. Jungkook, fine, I'll go. Taehyung didn't reply. He only turned away, breathing hard, his hands clenched too tightly that his clenches turned white. When Jungkook walked out of the room, he half expected him to call him back, but the house stayed silent that night. Jungkook sat in the study staring at the flight ticket lying on the desk. It was for a business trip he was supposed to attend next week to Tokyo for a client. Without thinking twice, he packed his bag. He left a short message with the housekeeper. Tell them I went to for the Tokyo meeting, don't forget him. And just like that, he was gone. Next morning, Tim woke up to an empty bed. The smell of Jungkook's cologne still lingered on the pillow beside him. He frowned, rubbing his forehead. Taehyung cookie. No reply. The bedroom was empty. The closet half open. A few clothes missing. Panic stirred in his chest. He called out louder. Damn, Jungkook! The housekeeper appeared hesitantly. Housekeeper. Sir, Jungkook said left early morning. He said he had a flight. Then flight? What flight? Housekeeper, a business trip to Tokyo, so he told me not to wake you. Then closed his hand tightened around his phone. Then he left without telling me. The realization hit him hard. His chest felt tight. His jaw tensed. Then muttering, unbelievable, he really did it. He fell on his foot, passing around the living room like a strong thing. He could have at least said goodbye or text, but no, he just disappeared. He slammed his phone on the table and sank into the couch, elbow on his knees, breathing heavily. Why does he always run away when things get hard? But beneath the anger, there was fear. He hated being alone, especially when the last words between them were full of anger. At the Tokyo, Jungkook walked through the crowd, his phone heavy in his hand. He wanted to call Taehyung so badly, but every time his thumb hovered over the call button, he remembered Taehyung's words. You can leave if you can't handle it. His voice hushed. Jungkook softly, you didn't mean to stop me. You didn't even stop nothing. The flight took off and the city blew disappeared in clouds. Back at home, Taehyung couldn't focus on anything. Meetings, calls, breakfast, everything blurred into background noise. His sharp temper got worse. Even his secretary didn't talk to him. By afternoon, his manager Namjoon saw Jungkook's meeting in Tokyo went well. He will be staying there for a few more days in Tokyo. His voice was low. He didn't even tell me himself. Namjoon, maybe he needed space, so Taehyung space. He let out a bitter laugh. I gave him my world and he wants space. Namjoon, sir, with all due respect, maybe you were too harsh yesterday. Taehyung replied. He just stared at the desk, his fingers tapping restlessly. His heart hurt. After a long silence, he whispered, Taehyung, book a ticket. Book me a ticket. I'm going to Tokyo. Namjoon blinked. Namjoon, sir. Taehyung, you heard me. I'm not waiting for him to call. If he wouldn't come home, I will get him myself. Meanwhile, in Tokyo, Jungkook sat in hotel rooms surrounded by papers. He couldn't focus. Every time he tried to work, his mind wandered back to Taehyung. He remembered the way things had tired in his voice, breaking with frustration. He remembered his eyes, the same eyes that could melt with him with a single look, now cold with anger. Jungkook murmuring, I shouldn't have left like that. He lay back on the bed, staring at the ceiling. He missed home. He missed the warmth of the sounds, the quiet morning puddles, the random forehead kisses, the way Taehyung always made him coffee before meetings. But now all of it was silent. He reached for his phone again, typed a message saying, Sorry, I didn't want to fight. I just needed to breathe for a while. He stared at it for a minute. then deleted it. Jungkook softly, you wouldn't reply anyway. Back in Seoul, Taehyung stood in the airport 2 hours later, boarding pass in hand. His anger hasn't vanished, but he had twisted into something else, something raw and passionate. Thinking to himself, you think you can just run away from me, Jungkook? He clenched his fist, a small smile tugging at his lips, then wait till I find you. The Tokyo evening lights shimmered outside Jungkook hotel window, casting soft reflection across the glass. The city looked beautiful, but inside his heart everything was still and quiet. He had just returned from a long meeting and client's illusion every heavy as heavy. He dropped his briefcase on the couch and sat down, running a hand through his hair. Jungkook murmured, it's been 2 days already, 2 days since he had left Seoul, 2 days since he last saw Taehyung's place. Every night he waited for a message, even a small one, but nothing came. He sighed and reached for his phone, scrolling through their photos. Taehyung is smiling on their honeymoon, Taehyung making a mess in the kitchen, Taehyung asleep on his chest, his lips slightly parted. Jungkook smiled softly. Jungkook, you idiot, you must be angry right now. He knew Taehyung. When his husband got angry, he didn't calm down easily, but beneath that anger, Taehyung's heart was soft. Still, Jungkook's chest ached. He wanted to go home to hug him, to say sorry, but his pride held him back. Meanwhile, at the Tokyo airport, Taehyung walked through the terminal, his coat swing expression unreadable. His manager Namjoon had tried to talk him out for coming, but Taehyung's decision was final. He looked exhausted, dark circles under his eyes, lips pressed into a thin line. He had barely slept since Jungkook left. As soon as he clicked into the same hotel, he demanded Jungkook's room number. The receptionist hesitated, but one glance from Taehyung was enough to make her nervous. Nerves fingers typed quickly. He stood outside Jungkook's door. A few minutes later, his heart pounded in his chest faster than he expected. Thinking to himself, you better have a good reason for disappearing like that, Cookie. He raised his hand and knocked once firmly inside. Jungkook looked up, startled. Jungkook, room service? No reply. Then another knock, louder, impatient. He frowned, standing up, and walked to the door. He opened it. His breath catch. Jungkook, Taehyung stood there, coat open, eyes sharp and burning. Taehyung missed me? Jungkook, what are you doing here? Taehyung, what does it look like? I came to drag my runaway husband back home. Jungkook blinked, heart racing. Jungkook, I didn't run away. I had worked them without telling me, without even a text. Jungkook, you told me to leave, remember? Taehyung froze, his eyes flickered for a second before anger took over again. Taehyung, you actually took that seriously. Jungkook, you said it, Tae. What was I supposed to do? You were angry, shouting, and wouldn't even listen. Taehyung, so you just disappeared. Jungkook, I needed space. Then you needed space, or you wanted to make me panic. Jungkook clenches his fist, frustration rising. Jungkook, you think everything I do is to make you react? You never trust my reasons. Then tell me the reason. Jungkook, because I was tired, Taehyung. Tired of fighting with you, tired of watching you lose control over small things. Then small things? You call a man staring at you like that a small thing? Jungkook, he didn't touch me, Taehyung, but he wanted to, and I saw it. Jungkook, so you punished him for wanting something he can't have. Taehyung, don't twist my words. Jungkook, then stop acting like the whole world is against us. You always think people are trying to take me away. You didn't realize I choose you. Every single day I choose you. Tim's breath hinged, the heat in his chest softened for a moment. He stared at Jungkook, the man who could both drive him insane and bring him in peace at the same time. At the same heartbeat, Taehyung quietly, then why did you leave? Jungkook, because you scared me, Tae. Not because I'm afraid of you, but because you are becoming someone you're not. But you think I'm running away? Fixes that. Jungkook, no. But I couldn't breathe around your anger anymore. The silence that followed was sharp but heavy with emotion. Then stepped closer while slower. Then, do you even know what it felt like waking up and finding you gone? Jungkook, I left a message. Then, with the housekeeper, not me. You couldn't even tell me. Jungkook looked down, his throat tightened. Taehyung, I thought something happened to you. I called every contact, every airport, every manager. I couldn't focus for a second. I went crazy, Jungkook. His voice cracked and just slightly, and Jungkook saw first. Jungkook, Taehyung, you can get angry at me all you want, but don't disappear like that again ever. Jungkook stared at him, guilt and love mixing in his eyes. He took a step forward. Their faces were close now. Breaths bruising. Jungkook softly. Took you look tired, Taehyung. I haven't slept properly since you left. Jungkook smiled faintly. Jungkook, you are crazy. You know that? Taehyung, only for you. The tension snapped. Suddenly, Taehyung grabbed Jungkook's collar and him hard. It wasn't gentle, it was angry desperation, full of unspoken words. Jungkook froze for a second, then melted into clenching Taehyung's waist. Their breaths grew heavy, moments messy, the deep in all anger turning into something and needy. After a long moment, Taehyung pulled back slightly, panting, his eyes glittering. Taehyung, don't even leave me like that again. Jungkook whispering, then don't push me away. They stood there, forehead against forehead, both trembling slightly. Taehyung, I'm sorry, Cookie. Jungkook, I know. Taehyung, I shouldn't have shouted at that imply. I just when someone looked at you like that, it makes me lose control, Jungkook. You don't have to protect me like that, Tae. You just have to stand beside me. Taehyung, you're my weakness, Jungkook. Then learn to love your weakness, not fight it. Taehyung laughed softly and sound finally breaking the tension. Taehyung, you always win argument in the end, huh? Jungkook, because I'm right. Taehyung, you are annoying. Jungkook, and you love me. Taehyung sighed, a smile tugging at his lips. Taehyung, more than I should. He copied Jungkook's patiently. This time, thumbs bruising his cheeks. Their eyes met, calmer now, full of warmth. Jungkook, stay here tonight. Taehyung, that's the plan. I'm not leaving you alone in Tokyo. Jungkook clenched. Jungkook, I knew you would say that. Taehyung, you make me insane. You know that? Jungkook, but you still followed me all the way here. Jungkook, because I can't sleep without you next to me. Jungkook's heart softened completely. He reached out, brushing a strand of hair from Taehyung's forehead. Jungkook, then come here. Taehyung stepped closer, their hands proving finding each other. The air between them was thick with emotion, but now it wasn't angry, it was longing. Taehyung rested his head against Jungkook's chest using his accent. Taehyung mumbling, "Don't leave me like that, please." Jungkook, "I promise, but you have to promise something too." Taehyung, "What?" Jungkook, "No shouting, no fighting people because of me." Taehyung, "What if they stare again?" Jungkook then stepped back, but don't lose your head. Taehyung clenches softly, tightening his arms around Jungkook. Taehyung, "You're impossible." Jungkook, "And we're hopeless." Taehyung, "Perfect." Next thing, they both laughed quietly, the tension finally fading. Later that night, they sat together on the bed. The room was dimly lit, soft lights, city lights peeking through the curtains. Jungkook ran his fingers through things. "Here, Jungkook, you really came all the way here just for me." And of course, my husband disappeared without a word. What else was I supposed to do? Jungkook, a calm instant of flying across countries. You wouldn't have answered. Jungkook, you're not wrong. Taehyung smiled, his voice quiet and sincere. Taehyung, I was mad but honestly scared. You mean more to me than you think. Jungkook, honestly, I feel the same. Their eyes met, and the quiet between them grew warm again. Taehyung leaned closer, placing a soft kiss to Jungkook's forehead. This time, Taehyung, let's go home tomorrow. Jungkook, together. Taehyung, I wish. The next morning, the sunlight streamed through the hotel curtains. Jungkook leaned awake first, feeling the weight of her falling family arm around her, wrapped tightly around his waist. Taehyung was still asleep beside him, face bruised against Jungkook's chest. His breathing was steady, peaceful. For the first time in days, Jungkook smiled faintly. Jungkook whispering, "You look less scary when you are asleep." Taehyung stirred his lips, moving lazily. Taehyung half asleep. "I heard that." Jungkook clenches softly. Jungkook, you are awake. Taehyung have been. Just didn't want you to move. He opened his eyes slowly, meeting Jungkook's gaze. Warm gaze. "It feels good to see you first thing in the morning again." Jungkook, you could have just texted me instead of flying across the world. You know, Taehyung wouldn't have been as dramatic. Jungkook said, "You admitted you are dramatic. Taehyung, only for you." They both laughed quietly. The heavy tension that once stayed between them was gone, replaced by the soft warmth and unspoken apologies. Jungkook just circles on things back with fingertips, the voice turning gentle. Jungkook, let's go home today. Taehyung, home sounds good. I miss our bed and your cooking. Jungkook, only miss the food, huh? Taehyung. A few hours later, they boarded their flight back to Seoul. For once, they didn't argue about the window seat. Jungkook sat beside him, earbuds shared between them, listening to soft music as clouds drifted outside. Taehyung rested his head on Jungkook's shoulder, fingers loosely intertwined with his. Jungkook, no matter how mad you get, you are still my home. Taehyung sleepily, and you are my peace. Jungkook smiled, pressing one last to Taehyung's forehead before closing his eyes. A few days later, back at work, the mood was lighter than before. Everyone noticed how calm she came. Taehyung has become. He didn't shout anymore. He listened. Even Namjoon couldn't hide his surprise. Namjoon saw. Jungkook's influence seems to be magical. Taehyung is smiling. It's not magic. It's love and fear of losing it again. Namjoon clenched. Namjoon, keep it that way, sir. Later that day, Jungkook entered the office holding 2 cups of coffee. He placed one on Taehyung's desk, smiling politely. Jungkook, for my husband who didn't yell at anyone today. Taehyung, you are keeping a score now. Jungkook, yep. If you stay calm for a week, I will give you a reward. Taehyung, what kind of reward? Jungkook, yes. Taehyung leaned back, smoking. Taehyung, I like this is going. Jungkook proposed Mr. Kim. We have a meeting. Taehyung, after the meeting, I'm coming collecting that reward. Jungkook, we will see. They said a laugh. Eyes meeting across the table. No tension, no pride, just love. That night, as they stood on the balcony watching the city lights twinkling below, Taehyung slipped his hand into Jungkook's. Taehyung, you know what I realized? Jungkook, Taehyung, we fight because we care, we sad because we are scared to lose each other, but at the end of the day, we turned upon Jungkook's face tenderly. Taehyung, you and I, we always find our way back, Jungkook, because love always finds its way, right? Taehyung, exactly. They softly under the night sky, the city humming quietly beneath them. Two hearts, once tangled in pride and anger, now beating in perfect rhythm. Again, the end. How was it? Commenting down. And for the requested story, please wait. I have done the writing, working on the editing and other stuff, so I will upload it soon. See you again. Bye bye.